Good morning, Cardinals. Today, we're going to continue looking at our stories from our Zach and Ann reader. Before we do that, we're going to talk about punctuation marks. Punctuation marks are the end marks that we put at the end of sentences. Usually when we're writing, we've been using the punctuation mark called a period. Today, we're going to look at other types of punctuation marks that we can use and see in sentences as we read. We're going to look at our learning target that says I can identify punctuation marks, which means we can see it and know it. I can choose which punctuation mark to use, and we're going to answer questions about a story. There are 3 types of punctuation marks we are going to look at today. The first one you have seen many times. This is a period. We've talked about this punctuation mark. As we always say, we have to put a period at the end of our sentence. And we'd say, it's just a dot, it's not a lot, but it will tell you when to stop. This punctuation mark sits right on the baseline, and it is just a dot. Listen to the sentence. Dan ran fast. There is a period at the end of the sentence. A period is used when you're just telling someone something. That's called a statement. Dan ran fast. I'm not saying it with feeling. I'm not asking a question. I'm just telling you. The next punctuation mark we're going to look at is a question mark. A question mark is used when you are asking a question. To write this punctuation mark, we are going to make a cane line, curve, lift, and dot. Cane line, curve, lift, and dot. Listen to this sentence. Did Sam bring the book? That is a question. So a question mark goes at the end of the sentence. The next punctuation mark we are going to see today is called an exclamation point. An exclamation point is used when you say something with feeling. Listen to this sentence. Help! Someone needs help. They are saying it with feeling, so they used an exclamation point. An exclamation point is a long line down and a dot. Let's see if we can choose the correct punctuation point. What's this one? A period. Remember, just a dot, it's not a lot. It will tell you when to stop. Ready? Next, question mark. Cane line, just a dot. Put your fingers in the air. Ready, go. Cane line, then a dot. Cane line, then a dot. Cane line, then a dot. Can you practice the next two? Tell me what to do. Cane line, then a dot. The last one we saw today was exclamation point, straight line down, then a dot. Elbows up, ready, go. Straight line down, then a dot. Straight line down, then a dot. Straight line down, then a dot. I know you're waiting for it. With your tongue, ready, go. Straight line down, then a dot. Straight line down, then a dot. You tell me. Ready, go. Well, it was hard to understand you when you were saying it while doing it with your tongue. Great job. 3 different punctuation marks. We have question mark, period, exclamation points. With those types of ending marks, we have to know when to use them. A question mark is used when we're asking a question. Listen to this sentence. Can Stan help us? Is that a question? Yes, so we would put a question mark at the end of the sentence. Let's listen to the next sentence. Stop the bus! Was that a question? Did I just say it? Or was that said with feeling? Definitely with feeling. Stop the bus! So we would put an exclamation point at the end of that sentence. Can you help me read the next sentence? Ready? Super readers, ready, go. Did, Jim, get a bag of chips. Did Jim get a bag of chips? What end mark goes there? It was a question, so we should put a question mark. Great job. Listen to the next sentence. Tom sang a song. Was that a question? Did we say it with feeling? Or did we just tell something? Yes, we just told something. We just told you that Tom sang a song. So we are going to put a period at the end of that sentence. It's just a dot. It's not a lot, but it will tell you when to stop. Can you read the next sentence? Be careful, there are some tricky words. Ready? I should have heard, where are the kids? Right. The punctuation mark that goes at the end of that sentence with your fingers in the air. You should have written a question mark. Grade yourself. Did you put a question mark at the end of that question? Here's the next one. Read this. I should have heard, help, help. What goes at the end of that sentence? Definitely an exclamation point. It was said with feeling. Last sentence. Ready? Read. I should have heard. A dog is a fun pet. What goes at the end of that sentence? Yes, just a period. I'm not excited. I'm not saying it with feeling, and I'm not asking a question. I'm just telling you, a dog is a fun pet. Excellent job. Let's go over those end marks one more time. Question mark, period, exclamation point. Now, let's be on the lookout for some of these punctuation marks as we read our story today. The story we're going to read today is called Dan the Cabman. In our story, Zach's dad, Dan, is driving a cab. Let's do our best reading. Remember our chunks, remember our digraphs, our double consonants, and read those periods, question marks, and exclamation marks correctly. Ready? Dan the cabman. Oh, I see an S on the end of this word. I'm going to cover Kitty. Z-ack. Zach. Zach's dad, Dan, has a cab. Cab. Zach's dad, Dan, has a cab. A man jumps. A man jumps in the cab. Where to? Dan asks. Where to? Dan asks. Did you see the question mark? Why did they use a question mark here? Because he asked a question. Ooh, I see a digraph in this word. Tenth, and hill, says the man. And step on it, the man adds. I'm in a big rush. Dan nods and steps on the gas. I wonder what the man means when he says, step on it. Does he mean to put his foot and squish something? Let me use my clues to find out. The next thing he says is, I'm in a big rush. A rush means that you need to go quickly. So to step on it must mean that he wants him to go quickly. Great job. Dan zips past a van. Dan zips past a bus. I know that I zipped my jacket, but what does it mean to zip past something? Oh, it could be to go past it very quickly. In a flash, the cab is there. This is the spot, says Dan. The man grabs a bunch of cash and hands it to Dan. Let's see if we can answer some questions about the story. Before we answer these questions, I want you to think. Who were the characters? Yes, Dan and the man. What was the setting? Remember, the setting is when and where. I see a blue sky, so I know it is daytime. I see they're in a car called a cab, so the setting is daytime in the cab. Great job. Now let's think of some questions. Was Dan's cab fast? Let's look back in the text to find the answer. Dan zips past a van. Dan zips past a bus. In a flash, the cab is there. If he zips past other vehicles and gets there in a flash, which means quickly, does that mean his cab was fast or slow? Yes, Dan's cab was fast. What did the cab pass? When I go to answer this question, I want to make sure that I find the important words in the question. Then I go back to the text to find the answer. I'm looking for what did the cab pass? Is the answer on this page? No. Is the answer on this page? Let's find out. Dan zips past a van. Dan zips past a bus. Yes, there's the answer on this page. When we go back into the text, we can find the answer and we don't have to guess. Let's look at the answer choices. A van and a bus, a truck, a ship. Which answer matches the answer in the text? A van and a bus. Great job. Last question. What did the man hand to Dan? Let's go back in the text to find the answer. I can use the picture to help me find answers as well. Look at Dan's hand. He has money in his hand, but I don't think the text called it money. Let's look at the words to help. I'm looking for what did the man hand to Dan? The man grabs a bunch of cash and hands it to Dan. So what did the man in the cab hand to Dan? Money. But what did they call it in the text? Cash. Our answer here would say, the man gave Dan cash. Great job, Cardinals. Today, I want to see if you can draw and write to tell one place you would want to go in a big hurry. If I was going somewhere exciting, I would want to go quickly to get there. I may say, I would go fast if I was going to Disney World. I would go fast if I was going to... Oh, that's a good one. That sounds like fun. Do you see how I've created my own lines on this paper? You can do the same thing. Or you can just draw your picture at the top of a page and then do your writing at the bottom. Try your best. Show your parents what great writers you are. Where would you go if you were going somewhere quickly? Great job, my friends. I'll see you next time.